Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of Dancing with the Stars finale.
Well, it's down to Chelsea Hines or Kirsty.
Alright, so the show started off with a pro dance, and it welcomed all of the cast-off celebrities back to the ballroom.
That was a little bit different. I kind of like that.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was, it was fun. Then the Black Eyed Peas came out and did their number, Don't Stop the Party. Loved will.i.am's fake plastic hair. It was freaky.
Where can I get some?
And I'm glad that they picked a song that they all could participate in. I feel bad for the guys on the ends.
The two that don't really sing that much.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I mean, what else do they do, right?
Yeah, so then we heard from the judges on this season.
Blah, 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 blah. Disney versus football versus the biggest star on the show.
Versus Cheers.
Ever, probably.
Okay. So, ever? Really?
I think so.
I don't think so, but go ahead.
Mike Catherwood had his little video package, Chance, where he did these dance auditions for the Dancing with the Stars troupe, and I guess he ended up making it because he danced with them at the end. Well, they danced and he stood there.
Kind of danced.
Yeah, and then the highlight was him putting on the stupid girls' unitard.
I don't know any girls who would wear that.
He doesn't do it for me, sorry.
All right.
In any shape or form.
Moving on, Petra and Dimitri.
Oh.
Did I say Petra?
Yes.
That's her name.
That is her name.
I'm sorry.
She danced her beautiful waltz with Dimitri, which was like the turning point of the whole season for her, where she just really, blossomed into a real butterfly.
Yes, and they were dancing to You Raise Me Up, and all of a sudden, Dimitri's like, hey, look who it is. And it's
she's like,
it's Josh Groban.
That made the whole show for me. She was so surprised. I love Petra. She is just the most genuine person ever that's ever been on the show, so I really like her.
Who doesn't love the Grobes?
I love him.
All right.
Kendra shook it up with all the guys on the show next, and then she kind of ruined the whole thing on the last move because it looks like her foot got caught on the desk and she hit her head.
No, I think she almost fell.
Well,
I don't think she
hit her head too.
I don't know, but then one of the other dancers had to grab her legs so she wouldn't die, which I'm happy she didn't.
I'm happy she didn't too, but it was, it was live TV. Yeah. All right, so then Chris Jericho and Sugar Ray came out and they did the whole ready to rumble. Yeah, so the highlight of that was when Chris Jericho imitated Bruno, and then they made out together.
Not really. So then Wendy Williams couldn't muster up the strength to do another dance, so she did this video package where she interviewed herself and Tony.
Which probably wasn't much better than her impromptu stamp on duty piles, flaming piles of duty dance. How you doing? Is there anything real about her?
I don't know.
Alright, Design a Dance Time, which was a total crap fest this year. Max, Lacey, Cheryl, and Chelsea.
America, whose idea was it to have 3 girls and 1 guy? That's just the recipe for a slut disaster.
Yeah, it was pretty slutty, and they sang, the Go-Go's came out and sang Beauty and the Beat, and it was just like, whatever.
It would have been better if it was even, and they weren't all just like, oh, look at me.
Look at Max, he's sex on a stick. Alright, so then Romeo and Chelsea came out and did a upgraded waltz, because that was not the waltz they did during the season. There was a little bit of a scary lift in there.
There was more than one scary lift.
Afraid for Chelsea because it looked like he was going to drop her. And
I mean, Nomio's not very tall.
Alright, so the kids' chorus highlight was when they zoomed in on this one kid in the front row and she was all like... Loved
it.
it.
Was a children's choir because Romeo was all about...
I'm all for the children.
Kids.
I'm for the kids.
So yeah, then they had the kids' choir.
Yeah.
And the kid was like...
I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Then the old jump cut musical season recap. It was pretty funny.
Ralph and Karina.
I'm sorry, Ralph.
I love Ralph. Stay cool.
I do love Ralph too. They did their quick step, which was great. I loved it when they did it the first time. I was really pissed the end of the season when they went before Kirsty.
Yeah.
I really think he deserved to be in the finals. And he got a bum rap from the judges the entire season, except for like the first week. All right. Chelsea and Mark did their dance of the night that they, their trifecta dance, which was their Viennese waltz, the Harry Potter one.
I love Harry Potter.
Loved it then, loved it again. They got a 30. All right, then Kirsty and Max, their dance of the night was a cha-cha.
It was actually their first dance on the show.
They had
together.
to cut her costume in half. She looks fabulous now. She
lost a ton of weight.
A ton.
Look who lost a ton of weight. Name that video.
She's improved, no question, but, it's just a popularity contest at this point because they got a 32. Yeah. Do you think the judges are trying to tell us something?
I'm pretty sure they just gave everyone 30s so that they wouldn't have to do any more calculations.
Well, thanks. You spoiled Heinz and Kim's Samba.
I think it's pretty obvious.
Everyone loves Heinz. They just gave him... Yeah, come on. Yeah, I guess... So they all got 30s. So the judges were totally non-committal. Then they trotted out Sarah Evans.
Yeah, they're like, we need time to calculate the scores. Really? Because nothing changed.
Yeah. She sang a little bit stronger. Is that the biggest star that they could get for the...
She's an alum.
Yeah, but you know what? She should have been at the beginning of the show.
She's got a new album out.
Okay. I didn't really like it. All right, third place goes to Chelsea and Mark.
What?
Bullshit.
I'm surprised. Well, actually, I'm not surprised because no one really knew who she was coming into the show, so...
It's a popularity contest, so now it comes down to the footballer or the biggest star the show's ever had. Questionably. All right, so Heinz and Kim win because America loves their big footballers.
That's right.
It's like the history of the show. If there's a decent footballer on, he's going to win. Yeah. So I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed for Chelsea and Mark.
Not that Heinz wasn't good, but...
He was good, but I think Chelsea really deserved it more. So I'm sorry. It's sour grapes over here. Sorry to bring the room down, but that's how I feel about it. Okay? You happy now?
All right. So until next season,
much love.